Good evening, everyone. Thanks for pronouncing my name great. And I have a better picture as well. So there you go. My name is Jae. You pronounced it right. My name actually has a meaning. It means virtuous existence. Yeah. Some people here know me, it's like smiling. Yeah, just wanted to share that. I came to Whangarei from Seoul in South Korea in 2002, and ever since then I've been living in New Zealand, and now I consider myself both an Aucklander and Seoulite as well. My passion is finding potential in new technology or science and also people, and help them help apply the new scientific innovations into real-world settings to make a meaningful impact. So that's what I really like. And currently I'm working at AUT, helping a wide range of research proposals our researchers are working on get funded by government or relevant industry partners, and helping them find the right capabilities at AUT as well. I love traveling, and I like hosting gatherings for my friends. I really don't like being put into a box. It sometimes happens, and I really like to keep my interests really broad. So I just gave you a little mihi about who I am, because today I would like to talk to you about why it is important to know who you are and be who you are, and how to explore how you can take everyday little initiatives to become the person that you want to be. So to tell you about this, I need to tell you my experience of moving countries and building my professional and personal life. And my first point is be curious about and respect others' identity. So when I first came to Whangarei from Seoul at the age of 13, everything was really new. Like new country, new language, new town, new school, new food, and new friends. And mom had new friends, and my brother had new friends. So yeah, we came expecting that everything would be new and really unfamiliar, but there were a lot more than what I even imagined. Like, I didn't know it was going to be dial-up internet. But I also, didn't realize that girls could wear pants to school without having as uniforms, without having any special reasons that they can just wear pants, which is cool. So I was back then, and I really had to be really curious about everything, and I was learning something new every day, every single day for a very long time. So and being exposed to this kind of new information when you are a teenager is really different to when you're exposed to new information when you're adult or a baby, because adult has a fully formed identity, and a baby, just takes in information naturally, and passively. So, as a teenager, I actually had the chance to take in this information and compare and contrast to what I already know from my childhood in Seoul, and I also had my spin on little things and my take on things. So. And I think this really allowed some fluidity in my identity development, and also me actually figuring out, deciding who I am as a person in between the two cultures. And it also made me really curious about other people's identity, their perspectives, and their stories. A few months ago, as part of a tech week in New Zealand, a US venture capital investor visited AUT, and a number of us actually went to Tiritirimatangi Island as a hiking meeting for hours to talk about innovation and entrepreneurship. And on the way to Tiritirimatangi Island, it's actually quite a ferry trip. So everyone was so excited, and it's early in the morning, but they were all talking to the investor, asking questions, except for this one lady who was sitting next to me on the ferry, and she was actually really quiet the whole time. And I thought, oh, maybe I want to talk to her and find out about who she is. She's here, she's interested in this. So I talked to her, and I found out that she's easily one of the smartest people I've ever met. And she, not only that, she actually had a lot of knowledge and her own experience in the innovation sector. I was really glad that I talked to her, and this really reminded me again that, be curious about other people, because it really does open up opportunities for you. So, expect others to have interesting stories and ask them for it, because, they might want to share them with you. And my second point is creating the sense of belonging for the others. So, when you arrive at a new place, at a party or something, you kind of instinctively go for oh, who do I want to talk to? Where do I belong? Do I know anyone? So, this also means that you're opening up yourself to be influenced by the people you meet and the new things you're surrounding. So same thing happened to me. So when I first came, I was subconsciously or sometimes consciously influenced by the new culture and the people I met. And I was actually aware of this, I'm getting influenced. But what I didn't realize was that I didn't realize how this whole influence thing was reciprocated. So, I was, over time I realized that I've been equally influencing the people I've been meeting and the environment around me, actually without me realizing it. Actually, sometimes you can just influence other people by being you and by being a person who's different to what the other person's used to. I remember my friend telling me when she first met me in Whangarei, so she's from Whangarei, and before she met me, she actually had a dream about me. The night before she met me, she had a dream about me because she was so excited, and she, kind of imagined what I would be like, what kind of person she would be like, before she met me. And hopefully I don't think I let her down when I met her, but yeah, so, this kind of made me realize that it's exciting for someone else, her, to meet someone like me, as much as, it was exciting for me to move to a new country. So once I realized that, I've really grabbed onto that, the fact that there's a power to, influence, I was more conscious of my power to influence and to use it positively. And I love mentoring. I'm currently mentoring some university students. I love mentoring, and I also volunteer at the Auckland Museum. This is because I really like sharing, what I've experienced and my knowledge whenever I can. And what I really learned from my mentoring and volunteering experience is that, to create a sense of belonging for yourself and for the other people and to influence other people, you actually have to have a really strong sense of who you are, and identity has to be something really core to yourself. Yeah, so I believe that everyone can choose to influence if they wanted to, but yeah, they just need to be, first they need to be who they are, and then be willing to be who they are. And my third point is that you can use your identity as a fuel to start new things. And you can also, in turn, build your future identity with the everyday actions that you take. I like keeping my interests broad and growing. And I've taken a couple of unexpected career moves. instead of just saying yes to the opportunities when it came along. So instead of taking the traditional pathway of becoming a food technologist, when I graduated from the food science degree, I went and worked for a startup incubator. So that was something, I didn't expect I would do. But later on, I also decided to study Masters of Commercialization, Entrepreneurship. This is how I realized that I personally can contribute best by being someone who can build a bridge between research and impact, and really enjoy doing that. And my identity is, part of who I am already, but this is also what I choose to do every day. And I continue to ask myself when I start new things, what does it mean for me? Why am I doing it? So to summarize, after tonight, I really encourage you to take time to think about why it is important to be who you are. You know who you are, but why is it important? And think about how you could use your identity. It's something unique to you. How you can use your identity as a fuel to be more curious, and ability to influence, and to motivation to start new things. And be proud of your identity, and know that identity is something that you can build with your everyday actions. Thank you, and thanks for listening.